It's Wednesday morning today. It's 58 and we have a north wind. Like, this is the middle of May. What is going on? It's so cold out here. So I'm gonna go on a little run. The route I'm gonna take today is one that I lovingly call the Cloverleaf. It's basically out and back on 3 different streets and then back home. So I'm just gonna bring you along with me for a little bit of this today. I know I need to learn how to be still when I'm filming. I don't know why I like to rock back and forth. So I got to get my run in because I've got to go see my girl Carolyn and get my roots done today. So let's have some fun just getting out and using Maffetone training to run, and we're going to take it nice and slow today as always, probably walk quite a bit, and well, let's just get to it. Here's something that you always have to be aware of when you're out running and it has rained the night before or even the same day, is people that are driving and they don't realize it. I mean, of course, they're not doing it on purpose, but people that will accidentally splash you as you go by. I just saw that happen. Fortunately, nobody was running and I saw it coming, so I got out of the way. But that's a real issue sometimes. So I think that you always have to be aware of what's going on in your surroundings. Here are a couple of interesting things that I found so far with my Maffetone earbuds. So, the app, I don't usually leave my phone out where I can see the app because the app is giving you the information from the earbuds, of course, on what your heart rate is. And so today I've been watching what the app says is my heart rate versus what my Apple Watch says. Well, they don't always agree. And it's funny because sometimes the app reads low and the Apple Watch reads higher. Sometimes the Apple Watch reads low and the app reads higher. So it's all this kind of like this. 2 waves kind of crossing each other, and sometimes they agree and sometimes they don't. The reason why I bought the Maff earbuds to begin with was because I was tired of looking down at my Apple Watch. And I know the Apple Watch is not the most accurate way to measure your heart rate. But at this point, I'm only 3 weeks into this journey. And so having an accurate heart rate, I mean like down to the very heart rate that's going on right that second in real time, that's not all that important to me. What's important to me is that I can go out and run and have a good time. And as long as I just leave my phone in my pocket, or, you know, the little bottle carrier I use from Nathan, I'm really just relying on what the prompt says in my earbuds. So carrying my tripod today and just leaving the app open while I can watch it has been pretty interesting, just to see how the prompt compares to where my heart rate is as the earbuds read it. The prompt doesn't always prompt me to slow down or walk right when it hits 132. Sometimes it's all the way up to 135, 136, 137 before it prompts me that I'm above my goal. And then sometimes my heart rate, according to the app, will just drop down to around 130, and it gives me the prompt that I'm in the zone. So I'm learning a lot today, just having brought my tripod along. Also, shout out to everybody who carries their tripod while running. It's hard work. So if you saw my last video, I talked about 3 things that, or maybe 4, that cause my heart rate to go up while I'm running. just got that prompt that I'm above my goal again. Talking, yes, I'm pretty sure I talked about that. We sure have a lot of cars on this unbusy street. I guess they knew I was going to come out and film today. All right, I just got the prompt that my heart rate has come back down. Okay, so another thing that I've been thinking about that can cause a person's heart rate to go up while they're running is not having enough sleep the night before, or maybe even just a pattern of not sleeping. I can definitely tell you I don't sleep all night long. And I don't know if that's just a product of my age. I'm 54. I'll be 55 in June. Or if it's just because I drink way too much, not alcohol. I drink way too much coffee and water during the day, and so of course I have to get up during the night. Another thing that I was thinking of is if you're anxious. I'm in the middle of making some plans to, wow, every brick truck in town. I'm in the middle of making some plans to go out of town, and I'm always the planner. My husband is the driver. He'll go wherever I tell him to go. He's so great like that. But because I'm in the planning stages, I'm a little anxious about all the things that I need to do before we leave. And also, I've discovered this about myself, is if I'm thinking about something super hard, I'm not listening to music right now. I've kind of gotten to the point where I only listen to music maybe every third time that I run, because I have plenty to think about. But when I'm thinking about something really intensely, that can cause my heart rate to go up. It reminds me of a scene on Big Bang Theory where Howard is talking about Sheldon, and he says, you know, isn't it funny every time Sheldon is thinking really hard, it smells like bacon? That's how I feel. That's what happens when I'm thinking so hard about something. I don't smell like bacon, but my heart rate does go up a little bit. So here are some final thoughts after that run. I did 5 miles. I left myself about half a mile to walk home. In my opinion, that was a really successful run. I did stop, I walked. Of course I'm gonna walk at this point, because this is just week 3 of really digging into this sort of training. I toyed with this before I started my YouTube channel. I toyed with, you know, the whole keeping my heart rate low. It's just this time is a little more serious, and I have goals, and I want to be sure and do my very best and be intentional about how I'm operating here, trying to do the Maffetone training justice. You know, I don't want to bring any dishonor to Phil Maffetone. So I'm going to do my very best and to have my final thoughts like way in the future. But for now, I feel like that was very successful. It's, let's see. So it's still 58. Of course, it's cloudy. There's somebody getting a new roof over here, and the guys are listening to Tejano music, and it's just, that brings me back to Austin when I lived in Austin, Texas. So anyway, 2 thoughts that I had were that when maybe I hit around the 4 mile mark, maybe, you know, 4.25, there's something in me that just wants to get home. And I'm so tempted to just say, you know, forget about the heart rate. I just want to run home. I want to get home. But you know, it's just, that's wrong. Because if I'm going to do this in the right way, I'm going to do it all the way. The point is, if I'm going to start something, I'm going to do it all the way. And I'm going to do it the right way. so that by the end of this whole segment, which I think will probably finish in September, I will be able to say, I know that I did that plan justice. Did I say I was going to talk about 2 things? That's all I can think of right now. I'm ready to go home and have a shower. And of course, I have to stretch. Just have to do it. So I hope you have enjoyed coming along on this run with me. Thanks for joining me today. I hope this was fun for you. I'm not sure that I consider it fun per se, but it's definitely enjoyable. So please leave me a comment below and let me know how you're training. Also, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, and also if you would hit that thumbs up button. It really does help and increase my visibility to other people. And so until next time, stay encouraged, happy running, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.